Chapter 6. The Quiet Above. The elevator was ancient, not charmingly so, not rustic in a way that suggested careful preservation or vintage elegance. No, this thing rattled with every inch it climbed, its brass gears screeching like tortured cats, its pipe-fed hydraulics burping steam into a shaft that smelled like burnt oil and cheap cigars. Fefe stared at the floor indicator, a twitchy dial wobbling between numerals stenciled in flaking gold. 36 floors up, then 37, then 36 again. Reassuring, O'Hare said, adjusting his collar as a rivet clanged loose and bounced off the elevator's grated wall. This ride's got the death rattle. Landwolf laughed. If we crash, I want my body to land on Gary's lunch table. Let him choke on his own damn shrimp cocktail. Hoppy grunted. The elevator wheezed to a stop at floor 42. A dull chime rang out like someone smacking a frying pan with a spoon. The gate creaked open. Penthouse of Modwa, Landwolf said, stepping out first. Old info broker. Part recluse, part philosopher. Total pain in the arse. They emerged into a hallway lined with riveted copper panels and flickering gaslights. It was surprisingly quiet. Too quiet, as if the building had decided long ago to forget it housed anyone worth talking to. At the end of the hall, a heavy steel door stood slightly ajar. Fefe knocked. Don't bother, Landwolf said. He never answers. Inside, the air was thick with incense and low music, the sort of ambient hum that either soothed your soul or set your teeth on edge. Modwa's space was less an apartment and more a sanctum. Shelves packed with data slates, half-disassembled memory cores, and even a few pre-fork artifacts, each labeled in a language none of them could read. Modwa was perched in the corner, cross-legged on a rusted cushion, sipping something that looked like tea and smelled like solvent. He didn't look up. If you're here to sell me KOL tokens, you can fuck right off. We're not, Fefe said. That got a reaction. Modwa turned. His eyes were large and milky, artificial definitely, but not entirely functional. The rest of him was draped in layered fabrics, stitched together from salvaged uniforms and religious robes, somewhere between cult leader and street mystic. You smell like people in over their heads, he said. Landwolf smirked. We're swimming just fine, but we've got something that needs interpreting. Fefe reached into his coat and produced the relay device. Modwa didn't touch it. Instead, he sniffed, then tilted his head. It's been active recently. It showed us something, Fefe said. Something ancient. Code. A shard of the original consensus. Maybe a fork. Modwa's lips parted just slightly. Well now, you've got my attention. They placed the relay on a battered steel table. O'Hare tapped it, and a small, flickering projection lit the room. Code, symbols, and then, for just a heartbeat, a flicker of that same humanoid shape. Modwa inhaled sharply. The signal. Come again? Fefe asked. They called it the signal before the fork. Not a protocol, not a program, a message. He stood and paced, mumbling. There were whispers. It was a kind of fail-safe, something that could reveal the shape of things, before it all got rewritten. Rewritten by who? Landwolf asked. Ledger Court, Tara.Prime. Whoever's puppeteering the Union now, Modwa said. Does it matter? The outcome's the same. Fefe watched him closely. What does the signal want? Modwa paused. That's the thing. The theories say it's not passive. It doesn't just store truth. It wants truth. Needs someone to carry it forward, interpret it, maybe even unleash it. So it's alive? Hoppy asked, and Modwa shrugged. Code like that, who's to say? Fefe felt that familiar chill in his spine again. Something was happening. Something bigger than frogs, dogs, cats, and humans. Bigger than Gary. Bigger than the Union. Modwa finally touched the relay. You need to be careful. You're playing with a ghost from before the world was stitched into blocks and balances. We're not just playing, Fefe said. Modwa smiled faintly. Then you're already too far in to back out. As they turned to leave, Modwa called out, Frog! Fefe looked back. The signal doesn't find just anyone. If it's chosen you, you'll either finish what it started, or die trying. Back in the elevator, the silence was thicker. Perfect, O'Hare muttered. Classic dystopia horse shit. Fefe didn't respond. He was already thinking about what Modwa had said. They weren't just rebels anymore. They were messengers,